Hi children, today we shall study in this session geography. So we shall move to the first chapter, and that is field visit. So field visit is not for studying, or that is only for your understanding. So no questions will come based on the field visit, but you have to go through and you have to study the first chapter, that is field visit. And at the end on page number 8, so you can see in a pink color a box, and this box it is already written, the above text is a sample of a field visit. Do not ask question based on this very field visit. However, as per given exercises, field visit related questions can be asked in general, and that exercises are given, answer in short. So from that you may be asked in general, so what all things you have to take when you go for a field visit, and what preparation, what do you have to do when you go for a field visit. Such kinds of questions can be asked from this first chapter called field visit. So I keep this chapter for your personal studies, and you read, understand. If you have any queries, please do courageous enough or do free enough to call me and clear your doubts. So now we shall move to the second chapter, and that is location and extent. So before going to this one, please understand the complete textbook of geography, and this is a comparative study of two countries. So when we say comparative studies, we always compare what is the condition in both the countries, and these two countries are, the first one is India and the second one is Brazil, because physiographically and politically India and Brazil have a lot of similarities, a lot of similar kinds of climates, similar kinds of physiographies, and similar kinds of economy, and similar kind of the political systems are found in both of these countries. That is why these two countries are taken for the study in the 10th standard for the geography. The first one when we study, so it is the second chapter, and that is location and extent. So when we say location, so we need to understand first. So in 5th standard we had already studied about the longitude, latitude, latitudes, etc. So what is longitude? The imaginary line that joins together the north pole and south pole, and that is called longitude. So the length of the longitude, all the longitudes are equal. There is no shorter one and there is no longer ones. So all the longitudes are equal in length. So now there are 360 longitudes on earth, the imaginary lines, and in every 1 degree or in every degree, so there is a longitude, and to pass or to travel in a normal speed from one longitude to another longitude, it takes around 4 minutes, and that is the calculation. So these are the basic things that we have already studied in the lower classes, that is 5th standard or 6th standard. So just for your remembrance, or just for your recalling, so I just said it. Now come to the latitudes. So latitudes are just the lines, that is from north pole to the south pole. So the longest latitude which is on the earth, and that is the equator, because equator divide the earth into two spheres, and that is northern sphere and southern sphere. So this is the longest latitude in the world, and that is called equator. So from equator, when we move to the north pole as well as when we move to south pole, so both the places, the size of the equator get reduced and reduced. So on this way, so the temperature that falls on the earth from the sun, so there is a variation because of the differences of latitude from the equator to the poles. Both the poles, the temperature is very less in the Arctic region as well as Antarctic region. So the net of longitudes and the latitudes together we call as a gratitude. So now this gratitude or these longitudes and latitudes are very much important to get the exact position of a place on the globe or on the world. And according to this, so that we have studied about the GPS system, the global positioning system, and that this system is based upon the latitudes and longitudes. Now this was only an introduction. Now we are moving to the first this one. So that is location and extent of India and Brazil. The first one is India. So location, the first the value of degrees in blank places that we have to fill, and that we are going to explain that one. So now, so India is situated at 8 degree for 8 degree for north to 37 degree 6 north latitudes, and this is the boundary of India in terms of latitudes. And when we come to longitudes, it is 68 degrees 7 east to 97 degree 25 east longitudes. So that means the India is situated completely in the northern hemisphere and completely in the eastern hemisphere. So we divide the earth into 4 hemispheres. One is eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere, and second one is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So India comes in the northern hemisphere and India comes into eastern hemisphere. So Indira Point is the southernmost tip of India. It is located at 6 degree 45 north parallel. So on your textbook page number 10, a figure is given, figure number 2.1, that figure of India, the political map. There we can see the latitudes and longitudes. So this we study about India. So now when we come to Brazil, so the Brazil position, and that is the first one is Brazil is situated in a 5 degree 50 north to 33 degree 45 south latitudes. That means Brazil is spread in the northern hemisphere as well as in the southern hemisphere. So in other words, we can say the equator passes through Brazil, which divide Brazil into northern as well as into southern hemisphere. Or we say in the first way, that is Brazil is spread, or Brazil is situated in the northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. And when we come to the the longitudes, so between 73 degree 45 west to 35 degree 48 west longitudes. So India was situated in the eastern hemisphere and Brazil is situated in the western hemisphere. India is situated in the northern hemisphere and Brazil is situated in the southern as well as northern hemisphere. So the most part of the Brazil is situated in the southern hemisphere and a very few part of the Brazil is situated in the northern hemisphere. But India completely is situated in the northern hemisphere, and this is the differences and similarities between the extent and location of India and Brazil. So now, so Brazil's figure also is given in your textbook, that is on page number 11, figure number 2.2. From there you can very easily understand the longitudes and latitudes, then the western latitudes and the eastern latitudes of India, western latitudes of Brazil, and the longitudes, the western longitudes of Brazil and the eastern longitudes of India. And so all these things you can see in your textbook page number 10 and 11. So now the historical background of India. So India was captured by different dynasties in different times. So it was under the control of Mughals, and after the Mughals the British came, and British also captured our country more than 150 years. They came as traders and they entered into our politics, and they captured India, the political power, and they made us a colony, and they looted and they exploited India in everywhere. And in 1947 we are freed from India because of many freedom fighters and because of the freedom struggle. So we became independent in the year 1947, that is August 15. The same way the historical background of India, of Brazil. So for more than 3 centuries Brazil was under the Portuguese rule, that is more than 300 years. So Brazil gained its independence in 1822. From 1932 to 1985. For more than a half century, it was under the populist military government. It was not a democratic government, it was in a populist military government. So then after it has overcome all the global financial difficulties in late 20th century, and Brazil is seen as a contributor to economic growth of the world and an important market in the future. So India also is an important market now at present, and Brazil also is an important market for the world in this globalization. And this is the complete content of the second chapter of geography, and that is extent and location of Brazil and India. The background of India, the background history of India and background history of Brazil is almost same, because India was a slave of British and Brazil was slave of Portuguese. So India was slave of British for 150 years, more than 150 years, and before that India was not exactly slave, but India was ruled by the Mughals. So that also was around more than 200 and 300 years. So now India, to the periods, India and Brazil both were under the control of the foreigners, and Brazil also got independence in 1822, but India got independence only in 1947. So this is the background history of Brazil and India, and this is the location, and this is the extent of Brazil and India in case of or in connection with the longitudes and latitudes. And this is the content of the first chapter of geography, and that is extent and location. And this extent location is the comparison of two countries, Brazil and India. All the coming chapters from chapter number 3 to the last chapter, so we are going to compare only these two countries, Brazil and India. The next chapter we are going to see the physiography and drainage, the physiography of India and physiography of Brazil, the drainage system that is there in India and the drainage system that is there in Brazil. Drainage system, when we mainly speak about the rivers and the reservoirs, and that is we call as a drainage system of a country. So that we will see in the next session of geography. So now what you have to do is write the summary, make your some notes of your own, then find out the answers which is given at the end of the textbook, that is the exercise, end of the lesson, and write your own questions, minimum 2 questions, match name the following, or 2 questions, fill in the blanks, or 2 or 3 questions, match the following, 1 or 2 short notes, or 1 or 2 answer in details. So all these questions you have to write as we did in the 9th standard, and this is the most important thing to study. So as many times as you are able to read, please read and understand. If you have any queries or any doubts on this particular chapter, please contact me on my phone number 7030150797, and this is my WhatsApp number. Please be free to call me and be courage to call me and get all your doubt cleared. Please, God bless you and thank you.